Then I started to work on the farm here for Smith Greenfield Mick. 75 cents a day. From 6 to 6.
You drove the river a good many times, eh?
Pardon?
You drove the river a good many times.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever get upset in some of the chutes? Did you ever get upset in some of the chutes?
No.
No.
Oh, that's a good place to work in. He never shove you.
No.
Never turn line. Yes, when you know your job, you go back the next day, they send you over. No, he was pretty good. He's a good man.
Somebody remembers the square timber.
Do you remember the square timber?
Who?
Do you remember when they drove the square timber?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember the time that the bank fell in on them and covered them up?
Yeah, sure.
You remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I followed this old ditch here for, not too long, but I was on quite a little while. The very first time I do for Father Dillon, I was staying out Caraboge. Pa was down there. And a fellow named Billy Nicholson, I knew him, I used to see him out in Caraboge, and he got hired. And they were camped down at Camas Route. That was the second trip. The water was getting low. So Nicholson came in where we were staying. He asked me if I had any notion coming up here. Well, I said, I'm not hired. And I said, it's a long walk. I said, and I'm not sure whether I can get a job from him. And I said, I never drove very much. I said, I drove a few days in the creek. I says, and I'm afraid to walk up there for nothing. Oh, says, I think you'll get a job. He said, I'll help you along if you can get a job. So I packed up my clothes. We beat it. We walked from Calabogie up to Chain Rapids. Old Bill Bailey was living there. And he was up in the barn there, up on the hill there. He was shingling his barn, so we went up there. And we asked him if there was a trail from here to the Norway. Yeah, he says, there's a trail. And he directed us. He said, go up above the barn, he says, and he said, take your time, he says. It'll be kind of hard to follow. So we followed, I guess, for about a mile. We got off with, and we got turned around, and we come right back to the barn. Old Bill Bailey was kind of joking, you know, and he'd come down at the foot of the roof and he sat there. He said, where you going, fellas? I said, we're going up to the Norway. Well, he said, you take that trail again, he says, and be very careful. He said, watch sharp. He says, it's not too bad from here, he said, for about a mile. You can easily follow, but he said, from there out, he said, there's a trail. So we went back and we son of a gun, we didn't get off of it again. I said, the best thing we can do, Billy, I said, follow the shore. Holy God, he said, we never get there, follow the shore, you know, the base. And well, I said, keep out a little, as long as you can see the river. So we followed. And he had a great big bag of clothes and a little suitcase. And I had a bag about that much in it, so I just strapped her out. Well, so we walked. We got to the Norway just at sundown. And we were hungry. We had breakfast about 6 o'clock that morning. Oh, well, I says, Bill, I says, I'm getting shaky. Well, he says, I don't think I'm much better. I said, we will stay here at the old house here. I said, we started that. So we started out. We hit the road. And we'd come to Moore about 7 o'clock with Tom Moore's father.
Yes.
And I knew the people there. My Brewer years, he used to teach here. And I went to school with Shelby Garden, you know, he married with Tom Moore. And the old gentleman, he was sitting out on outside. He's coming along, talked for a while. Oh, say, come on in. Well, I think he was a chair. After a while, suddenly come out. And she just took a side look at me. She ran by. And she said, you know why she's here? She said to Maggie. Yeah, no, they're most of my tail. And they both come out there. Shook hands. Said, did you have any supper yet? We said, no, we had breakfast 6 o'clock this morning. I said, no dinner and no supper yet. Poor bastard, they both jumped out and gave us our supper, and they wouldn't let us walk anymore. The next morning we walked up to, we landed about noon at Camera Shoot. So Paddy gave me a canoe on a long pole on a peavy to go and watch at the head of the curtain, so it couldn't jam across the water, was getting pretty low. And I done that till they got down there. Then when they got down there, he moved me into the second pitch.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I done till I got springtime.
Well,
Then I gave it up down there. And Paul Jocko took my place from there down, and I got in the boat. And I rowed the boat for a fellow named Jack Mitchell.
Jack Mitchell.
Yeah. Did you know him?
Yes, Stuttering Jack.
Yeah.
Stuttering Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lived in Johnny Grove from Mount Fryer. Yeah.